Hey guys, friends, it's Rick. I'm back with another video for Mixing Stamps. Today we are going to use the July free whip purchase stencil, which is the Zebras. That's what it's called. We're going to use that to make a card, and we're going to use the Polynesian heart, which is the 4x4 thank you stencil for the month of July. So we're going to use that to make a card. The free whip purchase stencil you can get by purchasing $50 in the online store. Before shipping and taxes, and you'll get to that. The free whip purchase 6x6 stencil for free. The 4x4 stencil comes with every purchase. All right, we're also going to use some other stencils as well. So we're going to go ahead and do our zebra first. So I have a piece of A2 cardstock. We'll go ahead and add our stencil on top. All right, we're going to do a rainbow stencil, a rainbow zebra. So I'm going to start off with some Distress Oxide ink. I'm going to start off with a yellow. We're using squeezed lemonade. I'm going to start off in the center of our panel and let that fade out a little. And then I'm going to switch over to my red and my blue. I chose a pink or a coral color. I've got abandoned coral for my red. We'll blend these together to create our orange color. I would recommend spraying it with pixie spray as well, but I forgot and didn't do that. So we're just gonna go with what we got. All right, then we're gonna switch over to a blue, and I chose Salty Ocean for our blue. I'm gonna start off with that in the bottom right corner and blend it up to our yellow. Blend these together in the center there. Again, with a little bit more of our yellow here. And there is my zebra background. Move that to the side. I'm also going to use the same colors on my Polynesian heart. So we are going to lay that down. And I'm going to do it right in the center there. And then we will start with our yellow again, since it is giving me rainbow vibes. This is our inspiration video for the month of July for this set, or these stencils. Do our little top part of our little heart here. Those blended together. We'll do our blue. I'm going to come in with my yellow in between both of those and blend those together so that we get our rainbow. Here's our little Polynesian heart. Move these to the side. I decided to go ahead and grab a stencil mat so I can place this down so we can do our sentiment. And I have the Eieio Alpha Placement Guide stencil and the Modern Typeface Frame Die Placement Guide stencil. So we're going to pick out a sentiment out of one of these. I think I'm going to use the Modern Typeface. So I'm going to press that into place, and then we are going to mask off the rest of the sentiments where we don't want. And then I'm going to take a sponge dauber and just some black ink. I'm going to add my sentiment right across our panel. So I'm going to go over it a couple times. that back. Then we're going to take and remove those masks where we can add our other part of our sentiment. I'm going to shift those around a little. We're going to do the other part of our sentiment, which is a happy birthday. So we're going to add that on the birthday part with our modern typeface placement guide stencil. And put that away. And then I will move that to the side. We'll pull in our other panel. And I'm going to switch to the Eieio placement guide stencil. And we pick out one of these sentiments. Go with just hello. Add some masking tape down. And this time I'm going to use my oxide inks again. Let's start with my blue. And then I'm going to add a little bit of abandoned coral so that we get a purple to finish off our rainbow. Peel that off. Move that. Take a gel pen. We're going to add a few little highlights into our sentiment here. I'm going to switch over to the Pasca marker for our little highlights onto our ink blended panel here. We're just going to do a few little dots and dashes. There's that one. We could also add some highlights to our little floral in here as well. Go ahead and do our little birthday. Add a few of those on here as well. Just to make this stand out a little. Add our little inside pieces there with just little loops. All right, we're gonna finish off both cards. And I have cut a black mat for each that is 1/8 of an inch larger than our 4 by 5 1/4 inch panel. So our mats are 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. We'll go ahead and add this on. And yes, I did use a scrap piece. Go ahead and do our other panel. All right, I've got 2 white card bases. We're going to attach these two. We'll attach each one of our card fronts to a card top folding A2 card base. So we'll go ahead and do our Polynesian heart card. So I'm going to grab some embellishment so that we can embellish this up. I have a few rainbow rhinestones we will pop onto our card. So we'll add a red, yellow, and a blue. Red, orange, yellow, blue, and green to our Polynesian heart card. And then for our zebra card, we'll pop on a red, yellow, go ahead and add an orange on there, and we'll add a green, and a blue down there as well. All right, we're going to come in with our Polynesian card. I'm going to add a faux stitch border around the edge of our card front so that we have a little bit more detail. So we're just going to add little dashes up our edge. If you need to use a ruler, feel free to do so. Just not too worried about if it's a stitch line, and if you've seen me sew, you know I can't draw a straight line or stitch a straight line. So it'll be fine. Now my mother, on the other hand, she could sew a straight line like nobody's business. That was her forte. We'll go ahead and add our last little stitch line up here. Our little dashes. All right, my friends, there is a look at our 2 finished cards using this month's free whip purchase stencil, which is the Zebras, and the 4x4 thank you stencil for July, which is called Polynesian Heart. You remember, you can get the Zebra stencil, the free whip purchase stencil, with any $50 order before shipping and tax, and it makes any stamps. And the Polynesian Heart comes with any order, any size order. If you need any of the supplies, I have them all linked and listed in the video description below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Stay crafty. Love you.